the way together. No. We still gonna do what needs to be done and spread what needs to be spread, period. So I was having a conversation with my friend, and y'all, we've been friends for a very long time. Like, we've never fallen out. Let me say that. We've never fallen out, never had any issues. We've been friends for over 14 years. And we were talking on the phone, and we were just having some really good combo. And I told her, I was like, girl, I said, I'm going to go live about this. She's a great businesswoman here in the city. She owns her writing company. She does content writing and all of that. I've literally seen her go from being a professor at A&M to running her business. I've had her on some of my live series, giving y'all free information for those of you who are trying to brand yourselves. But we were having just a girlfriend to girlfriend conversation this morning. And it was so bomb. And I said, oh, we need to share. We need to go live and talk about this. So let me see if Dwayne is. Dwayne, can you please request to join my live? Let me see. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Let me see. View request so I can put her in here. Okay. She's not on that one. Hold on. Dwayne, I don't see your request. Oh, there it is. Okay. View request. Boom. So we're going to talk about relationships this morning. Hey, Dwayne.
Hey, girl.
Hold on, because let me do this. Hold on. You look cute.
Well, I was going to come over here and say, now, what you had said about your hair?
Oh, yeah, girl. I just told them, don't be judging me about my hair this morning, girl, because the wind almost took me away at the vineyard, honey. And,
It's cute.
You're
cute.
I'm cute. Thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, I told them you can't be focused too much on what everything looks like and cause you to miss out on spreading a message that can help somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But you look really cute. So look, this is what we about to talk about, really, Dwayne. Just like give me 5 minutes and then we're going to end. But Dwayne and I were having a conversation this morning about relationships, expectations, and finding the right person, right? And building that right relationship. And Dwayne said something very profound. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it hit me. I was like, that was good, sis. Wow. I said, we need to go live and talk about that. So Dwayne, if you don't mind, share a little bit, because we were talking about relationships and dating and stuff. Share a little bit about what you said, and then we'll expound on it.
Okay, so what I said was that when people go into relationships, I think it would be optimal if they go into a relationship with that person and figure out what works for them as a couple, rather than bringing in their preset ideas about how they want a relationship to go. I think that's where we get it wrong. Like I have gotten it wrong in that way.
Okay. Yeah. So because you when we were talking, it was like what I took from it was sometimes people go into relationships already made up in their mind on what their perfect relationship looks like. Right. Instead of getting with someone and you guys creating what your relationship is going to look like together. Right. So for example, let's say I'm like, I know that when I get in a relationship, I want someone he works a 9 to 5, and then his schedule is very much so, it's a pattern, it's a schedule, it stays the same. He leaves work, he comes home, I have benefits, we eat. We don't do anything spontaneous. When the weekend comes, that's when we go out, right? Yeah. That's not true for me, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Versus me dating or going into a relationship and feeling like we're going to create what works best for us together and remove my already set expectations of what I think the relationship should look like. Is that
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, because okay, so when you go into your relationship in that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to preface this with saying I'm not a relationship expert, but I'm I've had experiences. So
Mm-hmm.
people, instead of allowing each other to settle into the relationship and then deciding, okay, this works for us, this doesn't work for us, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
People come in with so many ideas, and most of those ideas, just to be straight up, don't even
Mm-hmm.
come from the person. They come from their family or their friends or what they think they learned in church, those types of places. um so it's like you have to really see people for who they are, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Decide if what they are offering works for you. And if it doesn't, you know what you do? You don't try to
Mm-hmm.
mold them to fit your little idea. You let them go. You let them go and you go ahead until you find somebody else better aligned.
Okay, so I like that you said better aligned
Mm-hmm.
because no one's going to be perfect. And whoever's
Exactly.
saying prayer works, pray about it, listen, okay? We know that prayer works, and we know that we have to pray for God to send us the special someone, okay? But also, outside of that, you also need to learn some of these practical things in terms of what you desire and how to somewhat just learning yourself and learning like what's gonna work, what ain't gonna work. We can't just pray. I always say we're gonna pray through every single little thing. We are gonna pray for a mate, but it's more to it than that.
So can I say a little something about the prayer?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know
Yes.
that I believe in prayer. But I also feel like we use prayer as a cop out sometimes, and we use prayer as a as a shield. Like we can know something is all the way damn wrong, but because we want to stay in it, or we want to work with the person, or we want to give them a chance, or we want to try to fix them, then
Mm-hmm.
we resort to we're praying about it. When you already know, like
Yeah.
God gives us good old common sense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
he's okay with us relying on that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like the way you said that, and that's true. So you still have to be willing to look at things, pray
Right.
about it, but also be willing to look at things through the eyes and lens of common sense
Mm-hmm.
and who you are and what it is that you desire. Because even when we were talking, one thing that we said, Dwayne and I said, is that, well, I told her this. I said, I'm able to accept people, accept them for who they are because
Mm-hmm.
I understand that everybody thinks different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thinks differently. Everybody's brain works differently. Like we all have different sides of our brain that functions a certain way, right? Or has more going on it than the other. I'm learning to be a creative. Let me say this, for example. My brain, whether it's that left side or whatever, that ain't my strong side.
Right.
So creative wise, that's not a strength of mine. I'm teaching myself how to be creative, but it's not a strength of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm learning being around creatives because I'm in business, Dwayne. I'm learning how people who are creatives think, how they move. They don't necessarily move the way that I would move, but
Right.
I'm learning to be okay with them being them because that's them. So I learn who they are, how they move, and I just adjust accordingly.
Mm-hmm. And so that's what we have to do. So you mentioned when you got on that we've been friends for 14 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I feel like I'm really good at as a friend is not even letting, accepting my
Uh-huh.
friends for who they are. Like I know you. After all this time, I know you. I know your quirks. I know, what might get under your skin, what you don't like, those things, and those things may not always be how I will operate, but they are how you operate, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
bother me.
Yep.
It doesn't bother me because I'm not trying to force you to be a certain type of Melody. No,
Right.
be who
Right.
you are, and I'm gonna deal with you in the way that I can.
Mhm.
You know, I
Mhm.
think that that's what we don't do often enough. Even our friendships, forget like romantic relationships. Even in our friendships, we're always trying to make people be what we want them to be, and that's
Right.
it's too much.
Right. Absolutely. And that's probably honestly why we have not had a falling out in all these years.
I
We
just
had
saw a
one.
comment that said, "You still correct a friend when they're wrong."
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, like we're not. You've told me when I've done things wrong, and I've called you like, Melody, girl, what was that?
Uh-huh, you have. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have. And
So,
look, so hey, look, as soon as I be that being something and your name come across my phone, I'll be like, oh shoot, the way you finna get me.
but it's you can correct people because you love and you care about them, but you still let them be who they are.
Mhm. Mhm. And I think that is where, where it comes, where issues come in with friendships, even with relationships, whenever people are just not okay with people being who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
you. Like I feel very blessed in my friendships because like you know me, Melly. One
Mhm.
day I'm in the mood and the next day I'm not.
Facts.
Like I'm very temperamental.
Mhm.
So yeah, thank you for accepting it.
Because what I know is when you ain't in the mood, I just let you be. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? I just let you
Mm-hmm.
be. Be like, she gonna be alright. She'll hit me
Mm-hmm.
up. Like let her have her little day or whatever she having. She gonna be alright.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could literally be 5 minutes. I could be different.
Yeah.
I could be a different person 5 minutes later.
Mhm. Mhm. And sometimes, so do you think sometimes, like in relationships, people try to press people to have conversations, even like, you know what I'm saying? And that causes issues. If you're in a relationship, there's some way you're feeling, and you feel like you just got to get it out right now, right this moment. And the other person, maybe they don't want to. And so then that causes an issue, right?
Yes. So that's something I had to learn. And for the person who just asked me what my sign, I'm definitely Gemini, 100% Gemini.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so that's the thing that I had to learn too, because I'm a person who I like to address things right there in that moment. And I've learned that not
Mm-hmm.
everybody is that way. Some people need time to think and process and maybe calm
Mm-hmm.
down, and they can talk about it in a day or two. Um, so you just there. That's called having a different communication style, and that's definitely something I had to learn because I'm ready to go right into it at that moment.
Right, right. So my majority of my audience are ladies. So we do have some men. I love y'all too, but mostly my audience it consists of ladies. So what would be a piece of advice, right, that you would give? I'm not going to give your age, but I can say Dwayne is. She doesn't look her age. Okay, I know she looks 25. She's not.
Y'all, I'm
So
45. I'm okay with
well,
saying.
there you go. Okay, so there you go. Fine. So she's 45, and doesn't she look beautiful? Like, girl, listen, that's my friend. But no. So she has had life experience. She has had relationship experience. What is a piece of advice or encouragement that you could give to the ladies who are on here who are, maybe they have just gotten divorced, maybe they did just leave a relationship, and they're desiring companionship. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't desire companionship, but they're
True.
desiring companionship. What would be a good piece of advice you would give to them in terms of, while waiting or looking for a mate?
This is gonna sound cliche as hell,
Mm-hmm.
but it is the very truth. Like learn what you like.
Okay.
Learn what, and people can say, learn to love yourself. But I don't think wanting companionship means that you don't love yourself. You just want companionship. That's fine. But I think it's important to really work out what it is you like and what your non-negotiables are.
I like it.
What you like and what your non-negotiables are.
Right, because no one is going to be perfect, so you have to decide what it is you're willing to bend on and the things you're not willing to bend on, right? So here's what I'm going to say before we end, and we're about to end. Here's what I want you all to do. First of all, if you haven't signed up for 7th Avenue Skincare, text, do that. The link is in my bio, because I am going to give away something this week. But I'm choosing them randomly from the people whose numbers are in my list who signed up. So go to my bio, click that, make sure you sign up so you can possibly be in the running for what I'm giving away this week. Second thing I want you guys to do is, if you're on here and you're single and you're desiring companionship, maybe not even just right now, but maybe in the near future that you would love to have companionship, I want you to challenge you to write a list. And I had a girlfriend who challenged me to do this too, and I'm halfway done with it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so sort of done with it. But write a list of what the ideal person is that you would love, or the qualities, attributes, and things like that you would love for them to have. Write it down. Read it every day. Begin to manifest that, okay? Make the list. I'm going to finish mine this week. I started it, but I'm going to finish it this week. Make your list and manifest it. You know what I'm saying? And it also holds you accountable, because if you see yourself dating somebody and they ain't even half the things on this list, girl, what you doing? Right? So it helps give you a certain level of accountability too. Dwayne, before we end, have you ever made a list in terms of what you like in the mate?
I have.
Okay. How did it work out for you?
Actually, it worked very well. So I'm gonna say this. I mean, to you, I guess I'm saying this to you and all your damn followers.
Whatever. Yeah, you are though.
So like, Anthony was everything on my list. But and so I'm gonna tell y'all some of the things that were on, well, I guess they still are, that are on my list. Like, it's important to me that somebody be like able to communicate. You can communicate later or in a different way that I do, but I do like highly value communication. I have on there that we share similar family and moral values. And then this third one, and I'll stop at this one, which is very, very, very important to me, that he accepts me for who I am. Like, I come with my own flaws and quirks, and I do work to be better, but some things are just fundamentally me. And I'm not necessarily trying to change those things, because they are what make me who I
am. Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Okay. So you guys heard from Dwayne, who completed her list. Okay. She completed her list, believed in her list, and was given her list. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? That really makes me want to cry. I don't know why. I'm probably going to cry when I get up. I'm probably going to go have a moment and just cry.
Oh my God.
I'm so for real. Like, I'm really teary-eyed. Oh my God. Like, that's so beautiful. But I love love. You know what I'm saying? I do. Love love.
You do.
Oh my gosh. It's just, I love it.
So why finish your list. Like, what's taking so long? Like, how many things have to be on there?
I shady boots. Well, first of all, I want my list to be very detailed. And I think that a part of me feels like, or knows, that when I do write it and I do put it down there, that's kind of what it is. And it may happen.
So,
see how yours happened? And so I have to make sure that I'm ready.
but my
that.
list only had 5 things.
My list gonna have more than 5 things. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, my list gonna have way more than 5 things. So my list is gonna be, for example, because it's gonna be very specific. So let me tell you, he has to enjoy traveling. He has to enjoy children. He has to be an entrepreneur. He has to be in shape, because I'm gonna keep myself together and in shape too. He has to be in a certain tax bracket. He has to, I'm just being honest. Not saying he has to be in mine, but what I've learned is when men feel like they can't give you certain things, a lot of insecurities come out. And I ain't even got time for insecurities, because I'm not finna lower what I'm making to make you feel better. I'm just being honest. So you might as well just go ahead and at least be right here, so we don't have to deal with that. Okay? I'm just being very honest.
I'm listening.
No, men be having them issues, man. Let me tell you, they be insecure than a mug. And what I'm supposed to do, stop making money?
No.
So, right. So that's 5 right there, girl. That's 5. He needs to know how to cook, because I've already been in a situation where the person didn't know how to cook, and I need somebody to know how to cook, so I don't have to do all the cooking. Then I can feel like, oh, you cooking dinner tonight? Okay. Like that kind of stuff.
Good luck.
But see, that's why I said it's going to be very specific. But when I do finish it, I am going to manifest and believe that that's going to come to me. I also need them to have, to be strong spiritually. That's another, you know what I'm saying? That's 7.
Whew. Can you send me the list?
It's probably going to be, yeah, because I know you're going to have some feedback.
No, I just want to look at it. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's probably going to be about 15 things on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is. It's probably going to be about 15 things on there. Also, they have to have already gone to therapy and go to therapy regularly. And by regularly, I don't mean every week or nothing, but people go see a therapist one time and say they in therapy. No, you're not, boo-boo. You just had a meeting. Okay? You're not in therapy. Okay? No. So.
Not a meeting now. Not a meeting.
But I'm for real. People, you'll ask somebody, have you been to therapy? Yeah, I've been. My question is not going to be when the last time you've gone and how often do you go? Because that's going to tell me a lot. Not just a meeting, but in real therapy. Because I have learned that, people bring over a lot of childhood traumas and even adult type trauma things into new relationships that they haven't healed from and that they haven't sought out help to get over. And I just know, because I'm doing my work on me, so I need somebody who's doing the work on them.
So let me ask you this then.
Oh, okay? Shoot. Okay, I'm listening.
So we just said that we should let people come to the table with their showing up as themselves, right?
Right, and if you don't show up as his list, don't show up. Right. I'm just gonna stay by myself. Ain't that the point of the list? Like, I'm confused. Shit. That's the point. Hey, I'm for real. Shit, don't show up then. If you ain't showing up, this.
Melody, I got real tears over here.
My mama laughing. No, but I'm for real. She know. My mama knows.
Miss Vanessa, come and get this girl. Get her.
She knows that's how I feel for real. Like, no.
Well, Mel, don't keep your list, girl, because they'll be calling me a pick me because I only got 5. They'll be talking about I'm settling.
You got 5 on your list?
They'll be talking about she. they'll be they'll be talking about she'll take anything. Sis just desperate.
She done hit over 40. She said, look, man, that's fine, man. That's fine. That's fine. But when I hit 40, I may sing a different tune, but at 36, at 36, this list, okay?
Oh my God. They'll be like, sis, she'll take anything.
You know how they do, don't you?
Oh my God.
No, but I'm serious. You know, and it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. My list, they have to enjoy music because music touches me. It speaks to my heart and my soul.
Why the man gotta like music? Because you do.
Because just how you said, there are certain things that you want on your list, your person to match you on. There are certain things I desire a person to match me on. So here's the thing. I love music. I love to come grab me and slow dance. I love for you to send me a song via text that you feel and speaking through music, because I'm going to sing you songs sometimes that I'm speaking through music, all of that good stuff. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what you're making a face, all this, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. So you're going to have to enjoy music, because I love, like, you know, you have that candlelight dinner, have that music playing, that music that touches your soul, you know, Anita Baker, Calvin Richardson, you know, them people, all of them, yes, them, solids. Those people, I love that kind of music. I want you to love that kind of music. And if you don't...
So the man got
okay.
like the same music as you?
No, I say have a love for music, because I like all kinds of music. I'm just giving you a setup of like a candlelight dinner.
Right, because don't nobody my hood rap music.
Well, I like hood rap music sometimes too. So you can do that too. But no, honestly, I went through a long period in my life where, you know, I feel like my interest in music was kind of, I'm not going to say downplayed, but it was one of those things where it was just, So for me now that I get to start anew, I know the things that mean something to me. Mm-hmm. And that's just one of those things that matter to me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. However,
I'm listening.
A person can not like music, but respect.
And be all the other things?
No. The person cannot like music, but respect your love for music and not downplay it. See, you want to go from one extreme all the way over to the next.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, and that's why I have also made up in my mind and been okay with the fact that I may be single for the rest of my life.
You're not,
and that's okay too,
girl.
Well, yeah, I know. All y'all always say that to me. You and Brittany and stuff. Y'all always come out. You ain't gonna be single for the rest of your life. I don't care if I'm single for the rest of my life. I would rather be single for the rest of my life than not have what I desire. That's what I need my friends to understand. If y'all
girl, we understand that if it were true. We would understand that if it were true.
But how do you know God want to send me somebody? How do you know God desired that for me?
God probably, so another thing, y'all go and put stuff on God. Go and use God as a cop-out and shield.
Okay, I'm listening.
So, I think it's less about do God want you to be in a relationship or have a man than rather that was something that you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I want it either.
So that's totally different. If you feel like you don't want to be married again or you don't want a relationship again, which I'm just gonna roll my eyes at that one, then that's fine. But I don't think you should discount the man because he don't like music as much as you do.
That's cute. I like it. Not as much as me, but I definitely want someone who doesn't mind or enjoys music. I do. I'm sorry, but I do. I
Okay,
just do.
we're not. I'm not gonna harp on that one. We can talk about that any old day.
Okay. All right. So what else are we gonna?
I'm not gonna
What
say
else are we?
that one.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, but my list, like I said, is probably gonna be like. Well, I'm already at like what 8, 9. It's gonna be like 15.
And everybody, I want y'all to know, I'm not trying to get her to relax her standards, or I'm not trying to get her to have a list of 5 because that's what I did. That's not what I'm trying to do. I think what I'm trying to do is, I don't know if I want to say this on this line.
Okay. Don't say it on the live. Call me when we get done. But you already know I
Okay, I
appreciate
can
you
say this on the
challenging me
live.
to think. I appreciate you challenging me to think because you always do. I think that's one reason we've always respected each other's opinions, why we've never fallen out. We don't always agree with each other, but we definitely, even when we don't agree, we don't hold on to it. We move on and we say we respect each other's opinions and thought process, and that's just how we've been for all these years.
Yeah. Okay, I can say this. I can say this on the live. What I'm essentially saying is things are still very new for you.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm just saying
Okay.
that things are new. You being, yes, things are new. Things are still fresh. And
I wonder how people feel that was on the live and then all of a sudden they can't write no more because I blocked them.
oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's really the sentiment that I'm trying to get across. Things are new. And just give yourself time, because you're great. And I don't mean this in the way that people just be calling people great. Like, you really are like dynamic. And if you have a desire to share your life with somebody, then that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you don't have to feel any rush to figure it all out. So if it takes you a little more time to get your list completed, it is what it is.
Okay. See, and that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my time with my list.
Yeah.
Because she actually gave me a due date of 2 weeks ago. It's still not done, but I'm gonna do it. And I told her I'm gonna get the list written.
Yeah.
But when I do it, that's what it's gonna be, you know? Like, that's the list. But at the end of the day, ladies, for those of you who are on here, write your list. Sit down with yourself and think about what it is that you desire in a mate. We have this beautiful sister right here who just told us she wrote down her list, and that's exactly what came to her. Everything that was on her list. That's beautiful to me. That is beautiful to me. Especially when you hear so many situations these days where people aren't happy or they don't get what they want, you know? You know what I mean? So maybe you should wait to complete your list. Maybe I should. But I'm gonna be honest, the things I named, I don't think they're gonna change. I'm in a place to where, Dwayne, I know, the type of person that I desire to have if that's what I want to do. Then, you know me. You already know I'm not in no rush for nothing. You already know that. I'm focused right now. My whole be tunnel vision. But when the time comes, if it should come, because again, I tell y'all, my real friends all the time, I also don't mind doing how I'm doing right now. I don't mind being alone. So not alone because I'm not alone, but I don't mind being solo. So we'll see. Do you have any last words of encouragement for them before we take up the offering plate?
What'd you say?
I said before we take up the offering plate.
I'm telling you. No, I don't have anything left. I used it all on you.
Let me ask you something. If there were three things, knowing me very well, if there was a person and there were three things that you felt like they definitely needed to be or have in order to be a part of my life, what would those three things be? They say ask the people closest to you, right? The people closest to you know you. So I'm going to ask her.
I'm going to say what I think from my end.
Okay.
He needs to be confident.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to have a genuine love for God. Mm-hmm. When I say a genuine love for God, I'm not saying that he's in church every Sunday and he can quote all the scriptures. I mean, he genuinely from his heart knows how to treat people well. Not just the woman in his life, but everyone around her and them. Okay, so confident, has a genuine love for God, a genuine love for people. And let me see a third thing. I guess it tells you know how to cook.
Not from me, from you. That's something I already said.
I mean,
that's mine.
Listen, that is from me because I wish that for people. So yeah, I'll say confident and a genuine love for God. I'm gonna leave it at those two because I think those go a long way. Because confident covers a multitude of things, like how you said that sometimes men are a little threatened if you make more money or whatever. So that's why I say confident, and that covers like a multitude of things.
Yeah, because if they're confident, they don't have a bunch of like ego issues and feeling
you know,
insecurities.
There's a lot of false confidence.
Okay. Yeah. True.
And you need somebody with real confidence.
Right. Right. Thank you. Wow, that's interesting to hear. Well, from the mouth of a friend. From the mouth of a friend. So, you know how they say from the mouth of babes. I mean, mouth of babes. From
well,
the mouth
I'm a babe. I mean.
Yeah, you are. Come on. Listen, thank you for coming on, Dwayne. I know some people, even if it was only one of y'all, took something off this live and gave you something to think about in your own situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. That's what life is about. How are you pouring into other people? How are you challenging people to think outside the box or to just even think? Because sometimes, you know, Dwayne, we're going through every day and we have so many things to do. Like I literally been packing packages while I've been on the live with you. We have things to do every day, right? So just having a moment to sit back and say, what is it that I really want in a mate?
Yeah.
What do I want? What do I desire? Have I had time to even sit down and think about that? You know what I'm saying?
You haven't.
Yeah, no, I have. I got about 8 on the list. Remember, I got about 7 more to go. It's gonna be about 15 on the list. But if you look at it, none of the things, love you too, mama, none of the things we said or I said were just hard or just out of the water. You know, like it just went crazy.
No, it wasn't.
It all made sense.
No, it wasn't crazy.
Yeah, they're all actually pretty doggone good. I feel. You know, because sometimes we don't make enough on the list and then we get in situations and we looking back at it and we like, dang, I didn't even think about this. I didn't think about that. Dang, I really do want somebody who do this too. And I really, so now you're in a situation and you're unhappy and you're unfulfilled and you're feeling like, what am I really doing? This ain't what I really want. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I have comments, but I'll save them for another.
Just saying.
Let me get my,
Okay, well,
let me get my desperate ass off this live.
well,
Oh,
you're
is your
not
mama,
desperate.
still on here?
Yes.
I'm sorry, so sorry, Miss Vanessa. Oh,
She just said I love you ladies a minute ago.
oh
Yeah,
I
she's
love.
still on here, girl. So anyway, to everybody on the live, to millimeters, and to everybody who's gonna put this on YouTube, because we know is going to YouTube. It's probably gonna be chopped up and be saying something along the lines of Melody got 15 things on her list. Who knows what the clickbait title will be? But anyway, God bless you.
I'm sure gonna watch it. I'm sure gonna watch that video.
Anyway, God bless y'all on your journey today. May y'all have an amazing hump day. Okay. And Dwayne, call me when we get done. Okay. All right. And y'all go check out her business, Pros and Pens. That's PROSE and Pens, PENS. Okay. She does all kind of content writing for websites, for resumes, for business proposals, government contracts.
Girl,
I
do not do resumes.
Did you once do resumes?
No.
I don't know why I thought you did
Don't
resumes.
put that on.
My bad. She ain't doing resumes. My bad. So website content, business proposal content, contract writing, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yes, Pros, PROSE, and Pens, PENS. Another beautiful, educated, Black woman who is killing it. I'm super proud of you, Dwayne. You took that leap of faith. I'm just being honest. You know, I tell you this, but honestly, I'm proud of you for taking the leap of faith and leaving your 9-to-5 and going into entrepreneurship. I remember when you started on that journey, there were some dark, cloudy days, and then there were some sunny days too. Then there were back dark, cloudy days, and then there were sunny days again. So I just, I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that because you definitely know. However, that is what we should talk about another time, like the real with entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Okay, we can do that. All right, well, bye, y'all. I got to get packing these orders. If you ordered 7th Avenue Pure Skincare during the last sale, most of y'all have gotten your orders, but a few of you who haven't yet, they're going out today. Y'all know I just got back yesterday, but they're going out today, so you'll have them by Friday, no later than Saturday. But I love y'all so much, and we go